Hi, Mike Panji. I hope all is going well for you this holiday weekend. And I'm going to feature something today that might be good for you for your cookout, your family gathering, your cookout. You know, oftentimes when families get together for picnics or cookouts, barbecues, what have you, someone will be famous for their potato salad and they'll be asked to make it. I'm hoping that after you get through this video and my recipe, you'll be the one that they'll ask for to make the potato salad in the future. Now, I have to give credit to my dearly departed wife, Mitzi. This is basically her recipe. Now, if you know me, you know I have to play a little bit, so I have made a few little tweaks to it, but basically it's Mitzi's recipe. So, for you, Mitzi, this one's dedicated to you. I'm going to start with a 5-pound bag of Yukon Gold potatoes. The first step will be to score the skin all the way around the midsection of each potato. You're going to see how valuable this is later in peeling these potatoes. If you have any eyes popping out, just scrape them away. Now dump your potatoes into a large pot. Cover them with cold water and let's start them cooking. Bring this to a boil, and what we want to do is boil them until the potatoes yield to being pierced with a knife or fork. Now you should check after about 25 minutes and pull out one of the potatoes, cut off a part of it. And what we want to do is check to see that it's the right consistency for our potato salad. Good. So I'm going to call mine at 26 minutes. Once they're done, use a spider like this or a slotted spoon to scoop the potatoes out into a colander so you can start to let them cool. Save the water, don't dump it. We're going to use it for something else, which I'll explain in a minute. Now we're going to need some hard-boiled eggs, and we have the spider handy right here and the boiling water. So let's just put them in there and give them 13 minutes in the boiling water, and we'll be good. Don't forget to have a bowl of ice water ready to put the eggs in once they're boiled. After 13 minutes, scoop the eggs out and put them in the ice bath. We want to stop the cooking. Once the eggs have cooled, we can peel. Crack the egg on all sides, all the way around the shell. Now you can use your thumbs and peel the shell off easily, often in just one piece. While we're waiting for the potatoes to cool down, it's a good time to prepare our add-ins. I have a bunch of flat leaf Italian parsley. I have 3 large carrots to shred with the box grater, and stuffed Spanish olives, which I'm going to slice. With the parsley, what I want to do as much as possible is eliminate most of the stems. They're stiff and they're bitter, and we don't really need them. Take a few bunches here. Now what I'm going to do is go through them and pick off the leaves so that we can have just leaves in our final mix. I mean, you don't have to be a fanatic about it. You don't have to get every single stem out. But do the best you can. A quick job will work. Now we'll want to chop the parsley. Like fairly small pieces, a nice fine mince. I think that'll do it. Collect it up and put it aside. Now I'm going to use the large holes on the box grater to shred the carrots. Well, I've used a colander to drain about this many olives. I didn't count them or weigh them, but make a pile that looks like that and you'll have it right. Now I have to slice them. If our potatoes have cooled, we can go on to the next step. Now we're going to peel 5 pounds of potatoes and have fun doing it. Remember how we cut through the skin of each potato all the way around? Well, now is when that's going to pay off. It's amazingly easy to peel these potatoes now. Just basically squeeze off the peel, comes right off, it slides right off. Now I'm putting it in my compost bucket over here, compost pile. Keep a cloth handy so you can wipe your fingers, particularly your thumbs, to keep the friction up to get these peels off. The next thing we'll need to do is to chunk up our potatoes in 3/4 to 1 inch pieces. Here's where the mayonnaise goes in. Now the order that you do this is important, not so much for the taste. It's going to taste the same anyway. If you put all this stuff together, you'll get the same taste. But for appearance, if you put your add-ins in now and then stir in the mayonnaise, each piece of the add-ins will be completely coated with mayonnaise and you won't really see it. You won't get the visual effect of the colors and the textures. So what I want to do is coat the potatoes first with the mayonnaise and then put the add-ins in and then stir it just slightly so that they're not completely coated each piece with mayonnaise. Today I'm using Hellmann's, and you can use the same method I use. We know we're going to take a lot of mayonnaise in a 5-pound batch of potato salad. So what the trick is to add it until it looks right. I mean, I don't know how much to tell you is in there, but when it coats the potatoes the way I like, that'll be enough. So I think we need a little more. Incidentally, when you put your add-ins in, save some as a garnish for the top of your serving bowl. So they'll be unmixed with the mayonnaise and they'll look really pretty on top of your serving. I think that'll do it. Can you get a look at what this looks like? Looks right to me. So at this point, I'm going to add in about 3/4 of each of my add-ins, except for the hard-boiled eggs, which we're going to save to the very end. So about 3/4 of the olives will go in, and about 3/4 of the parsley, and likewise the carrots. Now we need to add the hard-boiled eggs. And I want to show you a trick that I learned recently that's a pretty efficient way of making chopped eggs. Well, I have a cooling grid for baking, and what you do is you just push the egg through the cooling grid and it works really well. You get a nice chopped egg in seconds. We'll stir that all up. And basically it's done. One other little detail that you should do at this point, and that is check for salt. We haven't added any salt at all in this whole process. So let's check it. Of course, this is very subjective. It's kind of nice with no salt. If you have someone on a salt-free diet, this would work. But for the rest of us, I'm going to add just a little salt, maybe about a ½ tablespoon or so. Now remember, you can always add salt, but you can't take it away. It's kind of hard. So I'm going to put about that much in and taste it again. No, I don't want to brag, but the little bit that I tasted is dynamite. It's really, really good. Perfect. It may be a little light on the salt, but I don't think we'll get any complaints. It's got a nice flavor. Excellent. There you have it. A really nice potato salad. It's kind of plain stuff, but plain stuff when done well can be very special. Make it, enjoy it, be happy. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Oh, by the way, let me remind you, make sure you're subscribed and share this video with someone else that you think may be interested, and ask them to subscribe too. I could really use it. I just got up to 800 subscribers. It's taken 2 years. I haven't done any other promotion except what you see here. So I can use your help. Appreciate that. Have a good one. Potato salad, you're not the star at U.S. cookouts near and far. Steaks and burgers get the shout, but you are there to round it out. An unsung hero to my mind. I wish you would be more headlined.